Powerful energy to dig deep, to reveal, to transform, and to change. On January 20th, 2024, we're going to have this Sun-Pluto Cazimi. It's with the Sun just moving past the sign of Aquarius and Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, following just a few hours later and moving into the sign of Aquarius at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is an anaretic degree of powerful change, powerful evolution. Now, the Sun moving into the sign of Aquarius, it's going to bring these ideas of a collective awakening. Topics can include anything that has to do with AI, technology, controls of the government or authority figures. It's also about innovation and rebellion and disruption, cutting edge thinking, free thinking thoughts. All of those topics are like Aquarius themes. It's about a time of embracing our shadow. Aquarius is an air sign that embodies being social. It's about focusing on the broader spectrum of humanity and the social impacts on the issues rather than our own individual concerns. As Pluto follows the Sun into the sign of Aquarius, this is really going to be a powerful time of Pluto energy. It's magnifying big and intense and sometimes challenging transformation for everyone and for the collective. The ultimate goal of this transit is to expose shadows, to uncover secrets. It's to get to the bottom of mysteries and to gain insight into destructive behaviors like obsessions, addictions, crime, or anything that we might consider shady or dark. Pluto embodies extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and types of power struggles. So it heralds dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings after much time relentlessly exposing those areas that have become toxic and need purging and regeneration. This transit is really going to introduce new themes of power and control, both on a collective and on an individual basis for you. Now, when the Sun meets up in the sky with Pluto, this is called a Cazimi. It carries intense energy. Cazimi means in the heart of the Sun. It's literally where the two are coming together for powerful magnified energy. It takes the planet's energy, it magnifies it, and shines a light on that area of your life. So when Pluto comes in contact with the Sun, it's a powerful moment of releasing and of letting things go, especially things that we feel have reached an ending or have expired, or things that we need to shed or possibly like walk away from or move away from. It's going to be a time to release. This is about people, places, things that have been holding you back and connecting you to your best and highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, any of these forms of themes, they may surface during this Cazimi. This is going to be an opportunity for each one of us to sit in silence, to meditate, to think, to go within and embrace our shadow sides, to look inward, to explore where we have fear of letting things go, like letting go of a person or a place, or a fear of the unknown of, if I hold on tightly to this, what is on the other side? What will happen if I change? It's about let go, let flow. It's experiencing power dynamics with others and the fear of each of us that if we dive into the buried or hidden subconscious, what might we find? Know that what is coming to the surface for you, that these truths that can now be revealed. This transit's going to really usher in societal changes that are both advantageous and unsettling if you're uncomfortable with change. And this is major change, especially within the realms of technology and science. If you are really tuned into energy, you may experience psychic intensity. Look for the opportunities for these major transformations on a soul evolution for yourself. This can feel more like a rebirthing or being born again that can lead to greater self-esteem and a healthy personal effectiveness. Welcome, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. Please like and subscribe, and let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, this Pluto Sun Cazimi is going to occur in your 11th house. And so the 11th house is where you're going to experience this death, this dying, and this ultimate awakening. The energy is going to be like free thinking, your thoughts, your innovation, ideas, with themes that revolve around your hopes, your wishes, your goals, your dreams, who you network with, who you work with either in groups for work or works where you volunteer for service related projects. It's the house of where I network or where I want to connect up with peers that are on the same path as I am. You're going to experience innovation, a lot of rebellion, disruption in these groups, cutting edge innovations of how you can still stay connected to some of these people, or how it's transforming your hopes, your dreams, or your networks. Now, this is not just only going to be for you, but as a collective, because this is the 11th house of where you actually connect with others on a collective. It'll be an awakening of sorts of, is this really my goal? Is this really where I want to go? Is this really what I want to do with these people? Do I still feel this deep desire inside of me to want to follow through with this? Now, topics are going to include controls, authority figures. Is there somebody else that wants to have control over, or seems like an authority figure in the group that you're working with, or in the network? And this could also be, remember, it's volunteering. This is an opportunity for you to embrace your shadow side of, do you belong here? Are you enjoying this? Because this is the house of where you sync up with other people for moving forward. It'll expose shadows. It'll expose and uncover secrets within these groups and networks that you're part of. You'll be wanting to get to the bottom of these mysteries. You're going to want to gain insight into the destructive behaviors of people that could be in these groups or these networks that you are socializing with or working with, that maybe it's not all that it seems. There might be obsessions, whether they come from you or from others. This could be a time to look at anything that is criminal or shady within these groups or networks. And remember, it's not just volunteering like this. Okay, so for me, it could be like mission trip work or volunteering at the women's shelter, and maybe diving deep and finding that not all the money is going where it's supposed to be, and wanting to uncover some truths to make sure that this is for its best and highest good, to make sure that things are running as they should for the best and highest good of the network that you're trying to service. Pluto embodies everything that has to do with like death and destruction and fear and intensity and power struggle. So you might experience some serious power struggles in this area of your life and then say, I need to leave this. I no longer resonate with this social circle, or I no longer resonate with this connection to these peers or these kindred spirits. We have gone off in different directions, and I'm fooling myself saying that I want to continue on with it. And then I'm working from fear of, well, what will happen if? The goal is, what will happen if? Growth comes from happening from the if. This will expose, this Cazimi is going to expose areas that have become toxic for you, that you need to purge for a regeneration of starting new groups, starting new hopes and dreams in your networks. This transit's going to introduce several new themes for you with the direction in which you are going to be moving forward with, and the opportunity for you to release, let go, and that there's an end. There's just some type of an ending in your life, that things have expired. You've known it for a while, and it's just time to let go, let flow. Things that you need to shed or that you need to walk away from. And these could be some of these social networks. So when it's time to release, it's about people, it's about places, it's about groups, it's things that have been holding you back and connecting you to your best and your highest good. Pluto, being the planet of transformation, brings about issues that surround death or power and it offers this rebirth. And so there will be a form of a rebirth that comes from the liberation that you're going to experience. I encourage you to sit in silence with this, meditate, go within, and embrace your shadow side of where have you not been acknowledging this area of your life that is not been servicing you to your best and highest good. To look inward, to explore where you have fear of letting go of these people, of these groups, of these goals that you've had, to face the unknown and to experience things that have been hidden or buried in your subconscious. And it's going to be a time to release them and say, I'm ready to embrace new, and I have to let this go. Now, this does form a square and two oppositions. So the four areas of your life that it's going to affect is the opposition being in your fifth house of fun, joy, creativity, affairs, children, being childlike. There's going to be some kind of an opposition of this opposes where you want to go, things that you want to do. There's also going to be an opposition to your personal resources, your self-esteem, your cash, your property, and the resources that you share with other people. So know that you have these two squares that it'll have something to do with your self-esteem and your connection that you feel like is this deep bonding connection that you have with other people. And it will oppose really, what do you want? Tapping into your creativity, your inner child, your children even, but childlike activities. All right, so Aries, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. I invite you to join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, this Sun Pluto Cazimi is occurring at the top of your chart. You are going to have this amazing awakening, this huge shift, these major endings, this energy of free thinking with your thoughts and innovation and rebellion and disruption is all going to occur in your 10th house of your career, your legacy. It's how people see you in the outside world. This is the house of your public reputation, your professional life, how people see you. It is where you make your mark on society. The 10th house is your social status. It's also authority figures and people. This could be you as an authority figure or people who have authority over you. And so there's going to be this possible disruption or cutting edge inventions that you can use for your career, your job. There's going to be an influx of these ideas for the collective and for an awakening of possibly using AI or controls over authority figures of, are you using control of your authority over other people, or are they using their control over you as an employee? This will be a time that you're going to have to embrace your shadow and say, where have I tolerated this for so long? To expose the shadows, to expose the people that are doing this. And if that means you, then this will be exposing your negative habits, the bad things that have gotten you where you are that need to now change in order for you to do better. The Sun and Pluto in the 10th house is exposing secrets, and it's about getting to the bottom of mysteries. And so this could be getting to the bottom of secrets and mysteries that have to do with authority figures that surround you or that you work with. It's to gain insight into the destructive behaviors like obsessions or addictions or crime or things that are shady that will have to do with your career, your job, your professional life, your ambitions, your reputation, or government officials or the police or anybody who has authority over not just you, but over the general public. Pluto embodies all types of extremes like death and destruction, fear, intensity of power struggles. It heralds in these dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings that rise up from it. This Pluto, when this happens, it's about relentlessly exposing this area of your life. And it's not just going to be like a one hit, it's going to be over and over and over. Exposing areas that have become toxic or that need purging or regeneration. This transit is really going to introduce new themes of power and control, both for you personally and for the collective, about what are you doing and how do you want to be seen or known in the outside world? How do you want your public life or your personal ambitions? Or I always look at the 10th house as you on a pedestal, and other people can view you from up there. And so it's going to introduce themes of regeneration on an individual level for you, and it'll be a powerful moment of releasing and letting things go, of where you've been really holding on to things so tight that you might quit that job, you might retire from that, you might like leave it completely and go off in a totally different direction of your life, especially for things that you feel that maybe have reached an ending or have expired, and maybe you've just stayed too long. This transit will totally shed a light on things where you might just walk away completely. Like, I'm ready to just walk away from the job, the career. I don't care about this anymore. I need to go in a different direction. And what is that direction? And that's what you're going to be experiencing. It's really going to be this opportunity for release about people, places, and things that have been holding you back from you connecting to your best and your highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, of power, death, rebirth, any of these forms of themes can now surface during this Cazimi for you. I encourage you to sit in silence for a moment, to meditate, to go within, to embrace your shadow side and say, what do you own in this? And say, where do I now, looking inward, I need to explore where I have this fear of letting go of this person, of this career, of this job, of this legacy. And I need to face my fear of the unknown to experience this end, so I can have this new growth, this opportunity to plant these new seeds for the future. It's about feelings of things that have been buried deep and hidden inside your subconscious. Things that are going to be affected by it. Well, you have an opposition to your home. So your home, your family, your roots, foundation. So home is going to oppose you. Like, what will this mean for your home? And it will definitely affect your first house of self. This is all about, this is a square to who are you. And it will also bring in partnership status. This could be partnership meaning your best friend, your significant other, your life partner, or your one-on-one with clients. I do remind everybody that the 7th house also means open enemies and exes. And so during this shift for yourself, these 4 areas of your life, because it's this cross of signs that do not want to move, Pluto comes in and says, yeah, you don't want to change who you are, your partnership or your home or your career. I'm here to rock your world. And so it literally will come in and like a clean slate, so you can start again. So Taurus, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. I encourage you to join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. If you would like a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, this transit of the Sun and Pluto Cazimi is occurring in your 9th house. Now, it's an awakening. This energy of free thinking and thoughts and innovation is in your house of foreign people, places, things. It's the house of cross-cultural experiences. It's the house of religion and spirituality and diving into these topics. It's you wanting to travel and seeking out adventure, or legal matters, or publishing things. The 9th house has everything to do with foreign travel, foreign people, experiencing all of these topics, all of these themes in the outside world. Now, the transformation is going to occur with innovation, possible rebellion, Definitely disruption and cutting edge inventions, like these ideas of, I need to be able to experience this, I need to be able to go there and do this, or what does this really mean? It'll be for the collective and for yourself. It'll be an awakening of sorts, of diving into new topics or seeing these themes in your life on a different level. Topics can include AI, controls in government or authority figures with where you want to go, things that you want to do, or putting limitations on those things that you want to do. Again, with publishing, legal matters, authority figures, traveling to and from places, like your visa or your passport, or wanting to go live someplace else. This will be an opportunity that you're going to need to embrace your shadow side, with uncovering secrets of what do you own in this, and what did you know ahead of time? And if you don't have all the facts, uncover it and get to the bottom of these things. Get to the bottom of the mysteries. Gain insight into these destructive behaviors, like these obsessions or addictions or crime or anything that could be shady that has to do with legal matters that you are either a part of or that you are aware of, or with classes and workshops and studying and publishing and, again, foreign people, places, and things, these cross-cultural experiences. This is you in the outside world experiencing these things. Now, Pluto embodies all extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles. It literally heralds these dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings for you. And it will be like hammering a nail in this area of your life, exposing these topics that have been toxic and that need purging in order for you to experience a regeneration of sorts. This transit is going to bring in new themes that have to do with power and control. It'll be this powerful moment of releasing and letting go of where you have been holding on tightly to. I believe in this. I want to go there. I want to experience this. And I have faith and I have hope. And it's like, I can now let go of that. And I like, this is not what I thought it was, and shift your focus elsewhere. It's digging deep to get to the bottom of things. It's going to be this opportunity where you've reached an ending, or this experience with these people, places, or things, it's expired, and that you need to shed this, and it'll be a time that you just walk away. It'll be a time literally of, I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to end this and not look back. It will be a time of release, and it's going to be about people, places, and things that have been holding you back from your best and highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, all of these forms of these themes in your life can occur during this Cazimi in this area of your life. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate a little bit, to go within, to embrace your own shadow side, to look inward and explore, where do you have fear of letting go of that person, of that place that you want to go to, of that thing, of maybe publishing something, or something that has to do with legal matters, or going to visit somewhere, or where do you own that and say, where am I experiencing these power dynamics with others? And I need to dive into what's buried and this hidden subconscious that I'm experiencing, and shed it so I can move forward with my life for my best and highest good. So what's opposing you? Well, we have the way that you communicate with people, places, and things that on a daily basis with you. The third house is your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins, but it's literally the house of writing and journaling and publishing and speaking and talking and short distance travel. Also, your 12th house of fears. It's hidden fears. It's your dreams, your intuition. It's also hidden enemies. It's where we go for rest and retreat in order to regenerate. And your 6th house of your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health and well-being. when you make this decision, or when these events start to happen to you, it will literally oppose the way that you're communicating, and it will square your daily habits and your health, and you will finally decide, this does not feel good to me. This does not feel right. I need to move forward for my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. I need to sit with this and say, what am I willing to shed? I need to follow my dreams. I need to follow my intuition. My intuition has been saying this for a long time, and now it's finally time for me to let go, let flow. All right, so Gemini, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. I invite you to join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, this transformation for you, this Cazimi, is occurring in your 8th house of shared resources. The 8th house for you, this is going to be an awakening. This energy of free thinking, of no limits, innovation, rebellion, disruption with the 8th house is where you share resources with either family members, meaning a house or a home or property or cash where there's debts or wills or there's money coming in, or it could be with a business partner where you share these resources, or it could be these joint ventures that you have with other people, or it could be with significant others, life partners or marriage partners. The 8th house is all about alimony, child support, debt, taxes, wills, anything that has to do with either contracts that you have with other people. It's also the house of deep bonding, where you are connected with people on a deeper soul level. And so this will be a huge explosion in this area of your life that will shatter some of these things that have been holding you back for a very long time. The 8th house and having this Cazimi will be these ideas, not just for the collective, but for you individually. Topics can include control. Who has control over you? Who do you have control over? Where are you abusing control? Where are people abusing control over you? Again, this could be family, business partners, significant others, anybody that you, this could be an ex. This is the house where you have some sort of a bonding with other people. And this is you having to embrace your shadow side, exposing the shadows, uncovering secrets that have been in the family or that have been going on in your personal life. You getting to the bottom of the mysteries of possible contracts or these negotiations or unwritten rules to gain insight into destructive behaviors like obsessions or addictions. Like anything that you are using above other people or using over other people, or that people are using over you. As a Cancer rising, family means everything. So a lot of this can have to do with family drama, or people who feel like family, or keeping the family secrets for such a long time, or doing this because of the family. This can really expose a lot of things that are going on with you. Because Pluto embodies things, extreme things like death and destruction and fear and intensity and power struggles, it's really going to herald in these dramatic endings and bring about these fresh beginnings for you. It's going to be a time of relentlessly exposing areas that have been very toxic for you, and an opportunity to purge and regenerate, to move forward with. This transit is really going to introduce these new themes of where you can take back control of power, and both on a collective and on an individual level. And it's going to be a powerful moment of releasing and letting go. I'm saying it's like release, let go, let flow, especially with things that you feel that have reached a natural ending or things that have expired. This could be relationships with other people, or contracts, things that you need to really shed. Or this could be you just saying, I'm going to walk away. I no longer need this. It doesn't serve its purpose with me. This is going to be a time of release. It's about people, places, and things that have literally been holding you back from you connecting to your best and your highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, any of these themes of power can surface during this Cazimi and occur in your life. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate, to go within, to embrace your shadow side and say, what do I own on this? How much of this do I own? To look inward and explore, where have you been working from fear? Where have you been looking at, I have a fear of letting go of this tradition or this family member or of this partnership or of this relationship or of this contract? Where have I been working from fear of experiencing these power dynamics with others, that I need to dive deep into my soul and say, what is buried, what is hidden in my subconscious that makes me act or react this way? Now, there's what's going to oppose you is your second house of your self-esteem, your self-worth, your cash, your property, your personal resources. Also in square is your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, the people that you network, and your 5th house of children, joy, fun, pleasure, the house where you literally take risks and tap into your own inner child and creativity. So know that whatever is happening during this Cazimi will oppose how you feel about yourself and be a fear that needs to be worked through. And then square, well, what about my children, or what about my creative side, or what about these projects that I've started, or what about me taking risks? And it will also oppose, well, these were my dreams, these were my hopes, these were my wishes, these were the people that I connected with. This shift will have a scattering effect for you that will totally move and shift your thought process in several areas of your life. So Cancer, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me Tuesdays live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, this Sun Pluto Cazimi is occurring in your 7th house of your partnership. The 7th house, I call it the +1. You are going to have this major awakening, this energy of free thinking thoughts and innovation and rebellion in the area with themes of significant others, best friends, marital partners, business partners, exes, business clients. This is the house where we find love, but it's also the house where we have these contractual relationships, or we have negotiation and cooperation. And so this area is really going to offer you innovation and a form of rebellion, cutting edge inventions and ideas of how do I stay connected to these people? How do I limit with what's going on with some of these people? This can be on the collective level, and for you individually. Topics could be including, how do I use AI to stay connected with them, or automated email. This could be with clients, or who has control over, like this also includes authority figures. Is this a business partner or a significant other or a friend who you feel has control over the moves that you make, or you as a person? This is going to be a time that you're going to have to embrace your shadow side and expose shadows, expose secrets that have been hidden in some of your relationships. Now, this could be on your part or on their part. It's you getting down to the mysteries to gain insight into the destructive behaviors, like your obsessions or the obsessions of others and how it interacts with you, or addictions, or crime, or anything that you might be part of that has to do with you with clients, or you, and this can include shady things that somebody else can be involved in and have brought you into their circle. And how do you now get yourself out of this uncomfortable situation? And this could be with friends. best friends, significant others. Now, Pluto embodies all extremes like life and death and destruction and fear. And Pluto, it's about intensity and power struggles. It heralds in these huge dramatic endings, and then it brings about these fresh beginnings. So know that this area of your life is really going to be going through a huge turnover. This is going to be relentlessly exposing this area of your life of where things have become toxic or where you need purging and regeneration. And so it might not be just a friend. It might be a friend, a business partner, a client, an ex. It will be hammering this area of your life. This transit is really going to bring about introducing you to new themes around power and control, where you've given up and where you've taken control over others, where you need to let go of some things. Where do you feel the need to have control over specific situations in order to make you feel comfortable, especially things that you feel that you need to have control over in order to help you feel secure and safe. And so some of these relationships, they're going to reach their natural ending, that they have expired. You're going to be looking at, where do I need to shed some of these people, these clients, or just walking away. This can be walking away from a friendship. It can be walking away from a business relationship or a significant other relationship, or it could be walking away from these connections that you have with other people that you have negotiated contracts with. Like it could be a marital partner. It could be a marital. It can be a business. Remember that this is the house of +1, you plus somebody else. During this time of release, it'll be about people, places, and things that are really holding you back from you connecting to your best and your highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, and any of these themes, they can surface during this Cazimi. So giving you the heads up. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate, to go within and embrace your own shadow side, to look inward, to explore where you have a fear of letting this person go, or letting this contract go, or letting this place go, of this is the ultimate of what you thought you wanted, and where you need to release where somebody has control over you, or experiencing these power dynamics that you have with others or that they have over you. Because for each of us, it's a time that we're going to be diving into our buried and hidden subconscious to say, what do I own in this? And where do I have to finally let go? Let go, let flow. Now, this will totally oppose who you are. It will transform literally your happiness, your health, your vitality, your habits, your strength, how people see you. This is going to affect all 4 areas of your life. Who you are seen, something that has to do with your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. The 4th house is your property, your traditions, and it will also square your 10th house of your career, your legacy, and how people see you in the outside world. Your life path, your reputation, your ambitions. And so whatever is going on in your 7th house of partnership, this will have a shattering of exposing difficulties or toxic areas in this area of your life, and how that will heal you and will change your home, your foundation, and your legacy, and how people see you in the outside world. So Leo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. I invite you to join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, Pluto Sun Cazimi is occurring in your 6th house. The 6th house for you is your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being. This is really going to be a huge awakening. This energy of free-thinking thoughts and innovation in the area of, this could be pets, this is your daily habits, this is holistic health and healing. It's also where we take in self-care. It's alternative health. It's your relationship with coworkers, but it's also the house of your, it's sickness and nutrition and how we have to care for ourselves before we can care for others. It's our daily service to others, but without filling our own cup, we cannot serve others. It's also the house of mentors and guides. And so this Cazimi occurring here is about rebellion, disruption, cutting edge inventions of maybe for healing or for health or for your connection to something that has to do with self-care or vitamins or supplements. It's these ideas of a collective awakening of how can you be of service to others on a collective level, but also how are you going to heal yourself on an individual level. Topics can include how to use AI better for yourself, like or controls of government or authority figures. Who has control over you? The 6th house can also be known as the house of slavery, of where you give so much of your service to others that you are no longer of service, but more of like a slave to the job, a slave to whatever you're volunteering to, no longer giving of yourself, but now being taken advantage of. This will be an opportunity for you to literally sit with these topics and have to embrace your shadow and exploring shadows of others, of where you have allowed this to happen to not only you, but to others on a collective level. It'll be uncovering secrets of maybe like these supplements are not healthy for you, or this routine, this health routine that you've been working with, yoga or meditation, this will help others. Like, let's share the ideas. It's uncovering secrets and mysteries, not all for bad, but to bring them to the light, to expose them, to share them, to gain insight with not just destructive behaviors, like what are your obsessions? What are your addictions? Anything that could not be used for your best and highest good. Identify where do these things come from so you can address them and work with them. Pluto embodies all topics like extreme death and birth and a destruction and fear and intensity and power struggles. So it heralds in these dramatic endings. So there could be this huge ending of this health crisis that you've been experiencing, or sending you, I want to say and or, because it'll offer you this ending, and then it'll say, look, you just need to have this better diet. You just need to incorporate this exercise into your life, or find this mentor or find this guide. It could be leaving the old because it's no longer serving you. This will not be just like one hit. This is relentlessly exposing this area of your life that has become toxic and needing an opportunity to purge and to regenerate, so that your area of your health, your well-being, and your service to others can be used for your best and highest good. This transit's really going to introduce new themes of power and control, both on the collective and on a personal level for you. And so it's really going to be a powerful moment for you to say, I can now release this and I can now let go, especially things that you feel have reached a natural ending or have expired. I no longer need to see this counselor. I no longer need to see this mentor. I no longer need to experience this. I'm ready to move on to something. Maybe you're going to reach the moment of student to master, and now you're ready to share your knowledge with the world. This could be a time when you literally just walk away from these topics, these things, these people, places, and things in your life. It'll be a beautiful time of release. It'll be about people, places, and things that have been holding you back and connecting you to your best and highest good. Pluto being the planet of of transformation and power and regeneration. All of these things can surface during this Cazimi. I encourage you to sit in silence, to go within, to meditate, to embrace your shadow side, and to explore, where have I let fear of letting go of this person, or of this modality, this healing modality, or for my mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health and well-being, where have I let this fear of the unknown get the best of me? Where have I experienced power dynamics at the hands of other people that are just not healthy for me? I need to dive in and say, what is buried in my hidden subconscious that I would allow this to happen? And now I need to stop and end it. Now, what's going to oppose you? Your 12th house, the 12th house of your worst fears. The 12th house is the house where we go to sit and be alone. It can represent rehab. It can represent prisons and hospitals and affliction and self-sabotage. It's the personal house of where we go within to tap in for rest and retreat, and where we connect to other realms, like the spiritual realms, mentors, guides, angels, your intuition. It's literally the house of go in and retreat in order to heal, so when you come out. And so that's what's going to oppose you. That's what you're working from. And what is squaring is, look, the 9th house is religion and spirituality, and it's the house of foreign people, places, and things, and cross-cultural experiences. And so there will be something that has to be integrated with that, and there will have to be something that is integrated with the way that you communicate with people on a daily basis. These include your siblings, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your co-workers. The 3rd house is the way that you communicate and how you do this, whether it be email, phone, text, talking, sharing. It's exchanging ideas. And so what you're going to be going through and shedding, you're going to have to integrate the way that you communicate, and religion and spirituality, or the law, or publishing, 9th house themes, and cross-cultural experiences, and facing your fears, and sitting with these things in order to purge and come out healthier in the end. All right, so Virgo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, the Pluto Sun Cazimi is occurring in your 5th house. Now, the 5th house for you is children and creativity, and you're going to have this awakening, this energy of. The 5th house is where we take risks. It's art and music and creativity. It's gambling. The 5th house has to do with affairs and recreation and pleasure and joy and fun. And so now we have these free-thinking thoughts, innovation, possible rebellion, disruption. These themes are going to be on a collective level with you, with others, and on a personal level with yourself. Topics can include AI, with how can you use AI to take your creative projects to another level, or this could be where people are copying things, or where AI can be copying things. It also is about controls of government or authority figures, where you may feel like a relationship, okay, let's say it's an affair, that person has control over you. Or this could have to do with children. Where do you feel that you have control over your children, or your children are controlling you? Or where you're gambling or you're taking risks has control over you. Will be a time where you really need to sit with things and embrace your shadow, exposing your shadow. This will be Pluto and the Sun literally digging deep to say, I'm ready to uncover these secrets. Or somebody will be uncovering those secrets about you. Now, the secrets could be gambling. or anything that could be considered shady. It's about getting to the bottom of mysteries to gain insight into destructive behavior, like your obsessions, your addictions. It could be crime or anything that others might consider not above board. Now, this could be for you, or this could be something that you are part of, and identifying that shadow part of yourself. Now, Pluto embodies all extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles. It really heralds in these dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings. And so it relentlessly will expose this area of your life of these toxic things that need purging in order for you to have regeneration. It literally wants to end and have a clean slate with this area of your life so you may start and begin anew. This transit is really going to introduce these new themes of power and control, where you're taking your power back, where you have control over things in your life, where you have lost them or allowed them to get away from you, especially things that you feel that you have maybe reached an ending, a natural ending, or that have expired for you, things that you need to shed or walk away from. And this could be walking away from a toxic relationship with your children, or walking away from a toxic relationship with an affair that you've been having, or a gambling habit, or areas of your life where you take risks and you might say, now is the time, I need to live a more cautious life for myself to move forward with. Now, during this time of release, it will be about people, places, and things that have been holding you back and connecting you to your best and your highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation with power, death, rebirth, any of these forms, they can now surface during this Cazimi. So I encourage you to sit in silence, go within, and embrace your own shadow side. What do you own in this? Look inward to explore where you have this fear of letting go of a habit, or letting go of a person, or of a thing. The fifth house is childlike behavior, or children, or creativity, and letting go of some of those fears in order to tap into your inner child. It's letting go of the unknown, the fear of the unknown, or experiencing these power dynamics that you've had with others, for each of you to dive in to your own buried and hidden subconscious to say, where is this coming from and how do I work with it? Now, what's going to oppose you is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and networks. They're not going to be happy with what you're doing. These could be work networks, or these could be partners, or peers, or kindred spirits, or people that you share beliefs with. They're not going to like it. They're going to literally oppose it. They do not want you to shift or change. What also is going to square it is your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources, and the eighth house of shared resources, what you share with other people. Remember a square, and that would be your self-worth and the resources that you share with others. This is energy that has to be integrated. And what is opposing is you're looking at it, and this is saying, look, if you change, all of this will change. And I'm letting you know all of it's going to change for you, Libra. So embrace this and say, what do I own in this, and how do I work and flow with this energy better? Because all of these areas of your life are going to simultaneously shift and change at the same time. So Libra, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, you're really going to feel this transit. Look, anything that has to do with Pluto always affects you hard. And this will be an awakening energy. It will involve death and dying and a rebirth of sorts. But and it's not like you're used to it and it happens to you, but this is big. And it will, again, be happening to you. And so Pluto and the Sun will have a Cazimi in your fourth house of home, your family, your roots, your foundation. It's the fourth house is your traditions. It's those people that shape you. The fourth house is people that you share a past with, or people that helped create who you are. And this could be parents or grandparents. This is going to be big. This will involve innovation, like finding out something new about a relative, or finding out something new in your genealogy. This could be rebellion and not being happy about something. There could be ideas that could change things with a collective awakening of how this affects other people and yourself. Topics can include control. This could be through the government, or control of authority figures or parental figures, or people in your life, like generational, like grandparents or your, like aunts and uncles, of no, we keep our secrets in the house and we don't share those things. And that is not going to be happening. Things are going to be exposed. This is going to be a time to embrace the shadow, to expose shadows, literally, to uncover secrets, you getting to the bottom of mysteries of why things have been the way they have been for so long, for you to gain this insight into behaviors like obsessions, addictions, crime, or anything that you consider shady. This will have to do with authority figures or family members. Again, something that has to do with home, family, roots, foundation, all of those topics. Pluto embraces or embodies all types of extremes like death and destruction and fear and intensity and these power struggles. You know this because you were born under this. You feel it already. So it heralds in these dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings after much time relentlessly exposing these areas of your life. So your home, where things have become really toxic and unhealthy for you. You needing a time to purge for a regeneration of healing to begin. Look, Pluto, this is going to be a powerful moment of releasing and letting things go. I'm saying, like, let go, let flow. Like, just allow it to happen, especially things that you believe have reached their natural ending and that things have expired, things that you need to shed. Think of it as like shedding your skin, like the snake, or things that you just have to walk away. As a Scorpio, you know that releasing somebody, a person, place, or thing, is the last thing that you want to have happen, because you know that once it does happen, there's no turning back. These events are going to be one of those moments. This is going to be a moment where that will be a pivotal moment in your life, that there will be no going back, no looking back, you moving forward for your best and highest good. This is going to be a release. Shed your skin. This is about people, places, and things that have been holding you back from you connecting to your best and your highest good. Pluto, being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, all of these forms of themes can resurface at this time during this Cazimi. I encourage you to sit with yourself in silence and meditate, to go within, to connect with your own shadow side, to look inward, to explore where have you let fear of letting go of somebody, a family member, an authority figure, a thing like your home, your foundations, your roots, your traditions, maybe, or experiencing these power dynamics with others where you've allowed them to have the fear over or control over you, or you have had control over them. And this is going to be a time where you need to dive deep into what is buried and what is hidden into your subconscious about what is causing this. Now, what's going to oppose you? How people see you in the outside world, your career, your legacy. The 10th house is like where you're on a pedestal and people are viewing you. They're definitely going to see this happen, and it will be wanting to check you and keep you back in your place. What will square? What needs to be integrated? Your first house of self and your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, clients, one-on-one. This is business partners. When these events start to happen to you, it will have a scattering effect that people will see it. It will be public. I know you like to keep things on the down low and private, but it will involve you personally, your vitality, your strengths, your habits, your appearance, your power, your personality, how other people see you, and your partnerships, your relationships, your significant others. This will be a scatter that happens all at the same time. It will not just be a one hit. It will be all areas of your life will be affected. And then there will be great growth and transformation that will come from the regeneration and the healing that comes from this. So Scorpio, would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. I encourage you to join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, this Pluto Sun Cazimi is occurring in your third house of the way that you communicate with family, with friends, with significant others. It's short distance travel. It's literally the house of talking and exchanging ideas, writing, journaling, putting things into print. This house is going to go through a major awakening of this energy of free thinking, thoughts, innovation, ideas, rebellion, cutting edge inventions that maybe you're going to start using AI instead of writing everything down or using on the computer. This is going to be an opportunity for you to be able to look at all the good things that can come with technology and use it to your benefit. There will be this collective, and this will be for you on an individual basis also. Look to where controls with the government or family members or significant others. The control comes in many forms. And so this could be a boss having control over what you're saying, what you're writing, what you're sharing. This could be family members of you wanting to expose some truths and getting some things out there, and them not wanting that to happen. This will be you embracing your shadow and exposing the shadows of people around you. This could be neighbors and siblings and co-workers. This could be uncovering secrets and you wanting to get to the bottom of mysteries, to gain insight into possible destructive behaviors or obsessions or crime or anything that is shady. Maybe you see that somebody is copy pasting everything and not having any creative thought or ideas and sharing it out there either in a book or a memoir or something. Remember that the third house is writing and personal, like how you say it, how you do it. So this is you getting to the bottom of things. Now, if you're the one doing that, it will be exposed. If you're not, you might stumble upon and expose somebody else doing some of those things. Pluto embodies all extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles. So there can be these power struggles between you and a coworker, you and a family member, you and a cousin or a sibling. It really heralds in dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings for growth after it relentlessly exposes this area of your life. So you have to look at it and say, what has become toxic for me? What do I need? What needs purging in order for me to have regeneration of the way that I communicate? How can I bring what I want to say, what I want to do to the next level? How do I tap into technology in a healthy way? Now, there's going to be this powerful moment of releasing and letting go, especially of things that have reached their natural ending or things that have expired for you, things that you need to shed. And it might just mean you're walking away, like literally saying, okay, I'm ready to adopt this form of technology, or I'm ready to walk away from technology. I don't trust that form of technology or that innovation. It will be you leaving that, embracing something new. It'll be a time of release. It'll be about people, places, things, and communication. What is holding you back and what is stopping you from connecting to your best and highest good. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, all of these themes can now surface during this Cazimi for you. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate, to go within, to embrace your shadow side, to look inward, and to explore, where do you have these fears? Fears of letting go of a person, a family member, a place, a thing, a job, fear of the unknown, like technology, or experiencing power dynamics that have to do with authority figures, or for fear of things being exposed in your life. I want you to tap into and dive into what has been buried and what is hidden in your subconscious, and work with your fears to expose them, and so you can release them. Now, what is opposing you? Opposing you is your ninth house of cross-cultural experiences, wanting to travel, wanting to dive into spirituality or religion. The ninth house has everything to do with legal matters and publishing. The ninth house is universities and studying things. And so this could be, I need to study this, I need to expose this, or it could be exposing you, just giving you the heads up that it can work both ways. The ninth house is adventure and these cross-cultural experiences that you have with other people. This will oppose you with other people saying, yeah, we don't do it that way, or you shouldn't say it that way, or things shouldn't be done that way. That's what's going to oppose you. Now, what will square you that you need to integrate? Your sixth house of your daily habits. The sixth house also is about your job, your service to others, your workplace, your co-workers, your relationships. So this is an opportunity of whatever's being exposed. There will be something that has to do with coworkers or your daily habits of things that you do. The sixth house also deals with mentors and guides. Also squaring is your 12th house, your fears, your dreams, your intuition, fear of prison, fear of institution, fear of hospitalization, fear of affliction, fear of things going wrong with my health. The 12th house is where you go to withdraw, to sit, to meditate on things, to understand them better. When the Pluto Sun Cazimi happens, it's kind of like going to scatter and affect those other three areas of your life. You're going to have a major ending, which will, one area of your life is going to oppose it, and then you're going to have to integrate what is the new. How do you now how do you meet with those coworkers, or where do you volunteer now? Remember that the sixth house is where we volunteer, where we're of service to others. If we're not of service, then are we a slave to it? And the 12th house literally is of hidden enemies. And so there's these things that have to be integrated during this process. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me Tuesdays live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this Cazimi is occurring in your second house. So the second house for you is your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources. There is going to be this huge awakening, huge shift, new innovation, definitely rebellion, definitely disruption. Everything that has to do with your salary, your skill set, your income, your cash, your financial condition, your movable property, your opinions, your possessions. All of these topics are going to be under this energy of embracing the shadow and exposing some things about it. This could be uncovering secrets about money, of where you got it, or how much something is worth, something like something that you own, of really what is its value. Uncovering the secrets, to get to the bottom of these mysteries, gaining insight into possible destructive behaviors, like maybe hoarding things, maybe fear of not having enough, obsessions, addictions, crime, anything that's shady. The second house for you is going to go through a huge overhaul of energy of, there could be something that has to do with authority figures, or are you using your energy as an authority figure wrong over somebody else? Pluto embodies extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles. And so this could be saying, this is mine, this is yours, you can't touch it, I'm not going to be sharing it, like all of those topics. Pluto, it heralds these dramatic endings, and it brings about these fresh beginnings after much time of relentlessly hammering away at the same area that has become toxic and needs purging for a regeneration. And so your second house, this is all about your income, your salary. This is all about you, your opinion, your values. This is how you see yourself with your resources and your finances. This transit is going to really introduce these new themes of power and control on both a collective and an individual level for you. A powerful moment of releasing and letting go of some fears, especially things that you feel that maybe you've reached an end or that have expired, or things that you need to shed or let go of. Like, I no longer need to have all of this. I can let these things go. Or maybe let's say that it's property, and I no longer need to have all of this property. I want to do this with the money. Or I have all of these antiques or all of these belongings. I no longer need to have them. I always say, give it away to a warm hand, or find somebody else who's going to value and love it just as much as you. This could also be about your values, your opinions, or your talents, or your skill set. And this will be an ending of sorts with a new beginning using innovative ideas with technology. This could literally have you walking away from a way of life and embracing a new way of life. It's going to be this time of release. It'll be about people, places, and things that have been holding you back. And for you, it's going to include your resources. And it's going to be you saying, I need to connect with my best and highest good. And do things do it for me? Or do experiences do it for me? And so Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, any form of these themes may surface during this Cazimi. I encourage you, Capricorn, to sit in silence, meditate, go within, and embrace your shadow side. Look inward to say, I need to explore, where do I have this fear of letting go, fear of not having enough, not being enough, fear of the unknown, or experiencing these power dynamics with other people, or a fear of, I need to dive in to my buried and my hidden subconscious to figure out, where does this come from? Why do I feel this way? How do I heal this? How can I move on from this? Because it's strapping you down. It's holding you down. Now, what will oppose you? Your 8th house of shared resources. This could be a partner, a business partner, a significant other, an ex, a family member, somebody who will not want you to make this shift, or will say, this is what you should do with it. What will be squaring you? Children, childlike activities, risks, art, music, creativity, all of these topics. The 5th house is the 5th house of joy. If you have all of this and it's not bringing you joy because you're working from a space of fear, let it go and embrace that joy. Embrace the childlike behavior, the inner child. Take the risks. Also, what will square you is Scorpio in your Scorpio house of your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. Think about, what are your hopes, your dreams, your goals, the networks in which you align yourself with. Once you purge and get rid of these things, how much freedom you're going to have to search out what you really need to be doing, what you really want to do, people that you really want to connect up with. It will support your self-esteem and have you feeling better about yourself. This is about healing you from the inside out. All right, so Capricorn, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, this is occurring all in your first house of self. This will be a huge awakening. This energy, you're going to feel it at your core. This is about you having these free thinking thoughts, innovation, wanting to be a rebel, wanting to disrupt the status quo, looking into cutting edge inventions, and these thoughts and these ideas just like coming at you. This will be for you with the collective and you on an individual level. The first house is all about your personality. It's your strength. It's your habits. It's your happiness, your self-expression. It is your appearance and your power. It is literally you and who you bring to the table. Topics are going to include AI and controls with government or authority figures. And this could be a boss or a significant other or a partner. And do they have control over you? Are they abusing that control over you? Or are you using or abusing control over other people? Remember that this can go both ways and it will be exposed. This is going to be an opportunity that you're going to have to embrace your shadow, exposing shadows of what's going on with other people also. This could be uncovering secrets within yourself or with others that they haven't been honest with you or not, and you're not able to grow to the extent that you want to because they have been intentionally holding you back. And this is out of fear that they're experiencing. Getting to the bottom of mysteries, gaining insight into your own personal destructive behaviors. This could be obsessions, addictions, crime, things that you do that might be shady. And this could be personal shady, as in, like, let's say it's for work and billing extra hours or things like that. Use caution and be on the up and up. Pluto embodies all extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles. It literally heralds in these dramatic endings and brings about this fresh beginning after much time of relentlessly exposing these areas that have become toxic, and they need purging for regeneration. This is you becoming who you're meant to be over this next 20-year cycle. It is you growing and changing into who you're meant to be, owning it. This transit is going to bring in new themes of power and control for you with the collective and you as an individual. It's going to be this powerful moment of releasing and letting things go, especially things that you feel have reached this natural ending or have expired. Things that you need to shed, things that maybe you just need to walk away from. And these could be goals or people or places or things or jobs. This will literally offer you the opportunity to say, I'm not like that anymore, or this no longer serves my highest good, and I'm going to shut the door and I'm going to walk away. And it will shock a lot of people. This is going to be a time to release. Remember, people, places, things that have been holding you back and connecting you to your best and highest good. And Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, all of these themes may resurface during this Cazimi and affect you in your first house of self. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate, to sit with it and embrace, what do you own in this? What is your shadow side? Look inward. What are your bad habits? What are your addictions? What are the things that hold you back from your best and highest good? Look inward and explore where you have this fear of letting it go. Whether it be a person, place, thing, or a fear of just the unknown, to experience these power dynamics with others, and for each of us to dive in to your own buried and hidden subconscious to say, no, I got this, this is mine, I own it, and I can change it. Now, partnership is opposing you. This could be business partners, significant others. The seventh house is not just love affairs or love relationships. The seventh house is your contractual relationships. It's negotiation and cooperation. It's you with a client, you with a partner, you with a business partner or marital partner, or you with a best friend. That is going to definitely oppose what's going on. I don't know if they're doing the shady or you're doing the shady, but like there's this opposition, and I thought we were in this together. Now, what will it square? What needs to be integrated? Your fourth house of home, your family, your roots, your foundation of what makes you this solid person, to have this solid ground, and your 10th house of your career, your legacy, your reputation, you being seen as a professional, your ambitions, your goals. Once this Cazimi happens, and you're going to start to feel it, but once it happens, it will have this scatter effect that will affect all 4 areas of your life that have to do with you, partnership, home, and your career, your legacy. So Aquarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, this Pluto Sun Cazimi is occurring in your 12th house. This is going to be a huge awakening for you. This energy is going to be magnified with these free-thinking thoughts, innovation, rebellion, disruption with your shadow side, your side that you don't share with others. Remember that the 12th house is it's the private inner world that we don't share with others. It's our dreams, our intuition, our psychic ability. It's the shamanic or our spirit animals, spirit guides, but it's also hospitals, afflictions, our health, institutions. It's where if we are not doing things on the up and up, we are isolated from others. It's the house of hidden enemies. It's the house of where we go to do our shadow work. It's our shadow self that we don't share with other people. And it's also self-sabotage. And so during this transit, it's a great opportunity to rid yourself of a lot of toxic energy. There will be topics about control. Who has control over you? Who do you want to have control over? What has control over you? Is this generational trauma? Is this past life trauma? Is this authority figures, significant others, partners, family members? This is going to be a time for you to really embrace your shadow, to expose these shadows, to uncover secrets. These could be familial secrets. These could be generational secrets. This is about getting to the bottom of these mysteries in order for you to gain insight of why do you have specific destructive behaviors like obsessions or addictions or crime or anything that's done in the dark or in the shadow privately that you don't want to share with other people. Pluto embodies extremes like death, destruction, fear, intensity, and power struggles between you and other people or between you and yourself, like you and your shadow self. It heralds in these dramatic endings, and it brings about these beautiful fresh beginnings. It literally is going to be hammering over the same area of your life, exposing one layer after another, saying, this is toxic, it needs to be purged, we need to have regeneration, let's get rid of this. There will be no hiding from any of this. This is like peeling back one layer after another, getting to the root cause of things that are going on you personally and in your life. This transit is going to also introduce these new themes of power and control. So you have this power, you have control over your behavior, your actions, and especially with things that you feel that you're going to, that have reached a natural ending or that have expired for you, things that you need to shed, let go, or walk away from. These could be toxic relationships. These could be toxic or bad habits or addictions. actions, like anything that is not for your best and highest good, it'll be an opportunity to say, I'm ready to walk away. I'm ready to leave this behind me. It'll be a time of release. It'll be about people, places, and things that have been holding you back from your best and highest good and connecting you to those things. Pluto being the planet of transformation, power, death, rebirth, all of these forms may surface during this Cazimi for you. I encourage you to sit in silence, to meditate, to go within, embrace your own shadow side. What do you own in this? To look inward and explore, where do you have fear? Where do you have fear of letting go of a person or a habit or a place or a thing? It's the fear of the unknown. Where do you have fear or experience these power dynamics that you have with others? And for you to just dive into what's been buried and what's hidden in your own subconscious. This could be through Akashic records, dream interpretation, past life regressions, all of these topics, or genealogy. Like, let's go back and figure out like where some things have already happened. So what is opposing you? What's opposing you is your 6th house. Your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, health, well-being, your service to others, mentors and guides. They are really, look, if you don't take care of your mental health, your physical health will subside. The 6th house is alternative healing, alternative and holistic health and healing. So it's yoga, meditation, tapping with, tapping into your inner body and saying, I need these vitamins, I need these supplements, I need to be healthy inside and out. My mind, my soul, my everything needs to be connected and grounded. What is square that needs to be integrated? This would be your 3rd house of communication, your siblings, your cousins, the way that you talk and exchange ideas and how you say things to others. Also, religion, spirituality, connection to cross-cultural experiences, legal matters, and publishing. And so the 9th house is the house of adventure and exploring things that are far and wide. And so how can you heal yourself, rid yourself of these toxic things, share and communicate these ideas, and dive into studying them or understand them better? Once this Cazimi occurs in your 12th house, all 4 areas of your life, of these areas of your life, will be affected at the same time in order to push forth growth and healing. All right, so Pisces, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.